Everybody, welcome back to the channel on this beautiful, man, it's a beautiful spring day, or getting to become spring. We're not too far from Easter. We got another week, I believe, but we got a little bit of wind, so I hope this is not affecting the volume too much, but we'll try to get around it. It's a little bit chilly out here, having to wear this right here, and the wind's pushing around my gear here pretty bad, so I gotta keep an eye on that. Anyway, today's video, we're going to talk about a bit of survival gear that works great, I mean, for so many things. And yeah, I'll be right back with you. We're going to talk about that survival gear. Take care. Welcome back, and before we get started, I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. First of all, thank you for coming to the channel, and those of you who are subscribed, I appreciate it. I thank you. And those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. So subscribe to my channel, share with your friends and enemies. Don't forget your friends and enemies, they all probably could use the boredom of watching these videos. Give me a thumbs up. Those thumbs up are very important. Those likes are very important. So if you do like the video, I'd appreciate it if you hit it. I know some of you might be watching this on your television, but you can give me a thumbs up. And leave a comment down below, because I'm wondering if you've heard of this product and do you know anything about it, okay? So let's get on with this. Oh, by the way, at the end of the video, I got a little something to say. Talk about, so hang in there to the very end also. I appreciate that. So anyway, we're going to talk about a piece of gear that I've had for near 20 years and I love it. It's called the Jervin Bag Original, and this thing is from Fjelldurken. Okay, I want to think they're Norwegian. I think they're Norwegian, Fjelldurken. I think they're from Norway. And if you see that camouflage, that is a very special camouflage. This thing comes in 3 different colors. It comes in this camouflage here. It comes in the harshest camouflage, which is more of like a woodland type camouflage, and it comes in an orange. But this right here is the one I like, the mountain camouflage. And living here in Switzerland, you see behind me, man, this thing just sort of blends into everything. It's really, really good. And what is this right here? This is actually like a survival bag. This is from 1982. This is the original one, actually, when they first started making them. And they made these for a long time in this color right here. They still make them. I noticed this the first time I was looking through a online page, and it had the Norwegian Special Forces who were hidden up in the mountains in Afghanistan. And in the early days, and they had a huge piece of this covering them, like a tent. All you could see were their shoes sticking out. You couldn't see them. I mean, you didn't even realize what you were looking at. It took a minute, you know. But if it wasn't for their shoes, I would not have seen that there was anybody there, because this thing right here really was. It was a huge piece. It was one piece. They had it laid out really well, and it just mimicked all the scenery around them. Okay, it's 100% waterproof. This thing is. It's got practical zippers around the edges, and we're going to see more about that. It's got an alu-coated polyester fabric on the inside. This thing is a thermal survival blanket, or a thermal blanket, okay? It reflects the body heat. You can use it as a poncho, a tarp, or sit in blind. It protects from weather, from wind, and we're going to check it out for the wind today. I know that when I've used it in the past, up in the mountains here, I remember when I brought the family up in Mont Blanc, I had this out here in my backpack just to have like a piece of survival kit with me. And we stopped for lunch, but it was quite cold up on it's called the terrace on the Mont Blanc. And the wife and the kids at the time, they set up inside this thing right here, put it around them, sort of protect them from the wind, from the cold air, because we had stopped and they were having something to drink. And I stepped off just a little bit off the terrace. They were above me to do what one does when you had too much to drink. I turned around and I couldn't find them at first. They were just their head sticking out. It really, camouflage, it really, really works. And I definitely say, like, man, this is the camouflage to have. Look at that. It weighs 600 grams, right here does. And it works as survival. It works for survival. It works for hunting, fishing, for hiking, military use, just kind of like that. And it works for all outdoor activities pretty much. And it measures 143 by 143 centimeters. It's got a 10-year warranty. Now I'm way past the warranty, but anyway. And these sell for about 183 Swiss francs, probably about $200, these do. But they are made in Norway. They're made in Europe, actually. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it up. Well, we're gonna pull it out and show you what it's made of. What's here? It comes with this really nice little bag, and the bag already has the coating inside of it. So I guess the bag has some uses also. Keep your drinks cool or warm, whatever. I'll pop the bag over here. This thing comes with 2 sleeves, actually. Now the sleeves aren't coated. Well, they are coated, I'm sorry. The sleeves are coated. And what you do is you put these right here over your arms if you're in it. You got your arms hanging out, you know, if you're hunting, this kind of stuff. So you have these over your arms, okay, if you're hunting, so you can stick out, because you can, you put this thing inside the, you know, you can put the bag on you, which we're going to demonstrate real quick. One of the things I like about this thing, and I like to use it for, and I'm going to show you a little bit later, is a survival shelter. Because the coating on the inside, it makes a really good survival shelter, especially in the extreme cold, in the wintertime, this kind of stuff. What you want to do is you want to put this thing up, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, here I'll show you some of the reinforcements, okay? It's got rings right here on it, and it's got this really good zipper built into it. It's all YKK zippers, and this thing, the zipper goes all around it, okay? 3 sides, all right? Now, because it goes the way it does, it actually completely makes it into it's completely closed, like it's there. So you have to actually unzip it to get inside of it. So what we do is we gotta find I found the armholes on it on both sides. It's got these zippered armholes right here. You unzip those on both sides. Gotta find the other one. Where's the other one? There's one there, okay. Because this thing's so camouflaged, it's hard to see the material on it, you know, to see where where it's all hidden at. It makes it a bit difficult. So let me see something here. That's the armholes right there. Take this thing right here. We're going to just unzip this in right here. You see the inside of it right here has this aluminum coated material right here. And this helps to protect or to hold in the body's heat. See, what I'm going to unzip the thing completely because I can't figure out my way inside of it. This thing's got so much going on here. There we go, okay? And then you can zip this thing back up or zip it back down. Actually, you can't zip it back down. Boy, I tell you, I'm a little bit lost with this thing. It's got so much going on. Anyway, as you see it over me here, all right, you can get inside this thing like a survival blanket, okay? And you can put your arms out if you need to have access to your arms. Okay, and there you go. You can pop this over your head, this piece right here, over your head if you need to. All right, and in the sun, this thing right here is going to keep you warm. It's going to keep you warm. Even right now, it's having over like that, a little bit of sun coming through here. I feel the warmth on it. Let's open this thing up completely and show you what it looks like. Now, you see how big it is, okay? You can see the size of it. Now what we do is we'll take these, you get a good idea of it, okay? That's how big it is. Now when it's folded out, it's not 143 centimeters, it's a lot bigger, okay? It's twice as much, so it's about 286 centimeters, 2.86 m in length by 143, all right? We're used to seeing more like a 150 or 2 meter by 2 meter. This right here, there's a little bit longer. And what's good about that is if you use it, well, we'll tell you what, I'm gonna set this thing up and show you, man, I am getting warm with these, with these sleeves. They're quite warm actually. starting to sweat. Be right back. We lay down on the ground right here so you can get a really good idea of the camouflage pattern on the ground. It really blends in and you really can't see. I mean, and we have a good bit of brown and grays and greens here with some flowers, and it really blends in. It's sitting in partial sun right there also, so hang in there. So I got it sort of partially set up right here using my tent poles right here, and you can do a much better, make a much better effort out of it if you wanted to, but I set right here to give you an idea. Now what you would do is you'd build a fire right here in front of it, and you can even make a wall here in front of it, and then when you lay down, I'll give you an idea of the size of it. You can lay down inside this thing right here, and the heat is going to reflect from the inside down on you and keep you warm. So that's the idea of this thing as a survival blanket, and having it on you is that if you needed to build a fire because of extreme cold, you use this. Now the Finnish army uses a system like this right here, where during their survival, winter survival course out in minus 30 degrees Celsius, which is around minus 34 degrees Fahrenheit, they do the same thing, and they don't have a sleeping bag. They sleep in just their clothes and their shoes and stuff like that, and they stay warm. Now, of course, you got to keep feeding your fire, but this allows you to feed your fire and survive and stay relatively warm at night underneath of it. Now, I'm going to move you around to the back side so you can get a better idea of just how this thing right here you can see, and actually you see the pattern pretty well through how it's laid out. I don't know how many meters they go with a reoccurring pattern. I think it's pretty close actually. It's actually cut at an angle, I would say, you know, but here you get a good idea of it and the size of it and the effectiveness of the pattern here also. Now in this video here I'm looking at here, looks a lot more gray. I think it might be some reflection maybe, but it does blend in very well, and it makes a great tarp for those of you who hunt or military purposes. And like I said, it's something that you just add to your backpack. You add to your rucksack. You have it with you just in case. You do some day hiking, you have it with you just in case. You can get inside of it. You can get several people under this thing right here. Also, you can build a fire, long fire, and use it as a reflection. And I got more of this stuff coming up in the near future. We're going to talk about that in the future, not with this company, but another company that makes a similar one. But so far, this right here is like a really good quality. You see, it's got 6 eyelets on it right here, one there, and they're reinforced with leather. And it's got a zipper, the zipper system that zips this way and it zips that way. And so what it does, it leaves you, actually it zips all the way around here and all the way around there, and the middle part folds in. So that's how it folds in, and it's pretty compact when it's that way also. So you can easily use this even to augment a tent if you want to. If you want to winterize your tent a little bit more, you can throw this on top of your tent or on the inside of it, whatever, and it'll help hold on some of that heat that's formed from your body and this kind of stuff. But if you want to really see it as a, you know, like I said, I could have put it up a lot better. Do apologize, but I'm fighting a little bit of the wind here. But you see, I mean, this is what you do. You just set it up, you know, you lay the length here, like you saw me earlier. You put your fire on the front, maybe even a wall here, a reflective wall, and that will hold in all of that heat as much as possible. As long as the fire is going, that will reflect that heat down on you and keep you warm at night. And of course, you're going to need a something on the ground here. Either if you don't have anything more than what we have here, you cut you a bunch of pine burls or spruce burls. You lay them on the ground really thick, get you up off the ground a good bit, and you pack some snow around the backside of you in snow. If it's just really cold, you can do the same thing with other items, other stuff that's around you. Pack around it, sort of build you a little bit of a wall around it a little bit to hold in a little bit better some of that heat and insulate you a little better. But that's it. Pretty simple piece of kit. Not giving away, not for free, but like I said, you know, they're a lot better than just a space blanket that you can carry on you. Of course, you get maybe one use side of it, and setting it up like it's right here wouldn't be that great. But you could actually, if you have a regular poncho, you could actually, or a tarp, you could put a space blanket on the inside of it maybe. But Why carry all that when you can have this right here with you, especially for the winter months, so that you'll have the gear you need, the proper gear, just in case. I mean, even right now, the nights here, even though it's spring, it's a little bit warm out here. It's a bit chilly because of the wind. It's called the bees here. It's coming up from the wind coming from the, I want to say from the north, actually coming down still, the Arctic wind we're getting. And it's still keeping us nice and cool here. And the bugs there's no bugs. It's a perfect time to go camping actually right now. The days are longer and the nights are cool, and you can still get some good use out of your gear. But for survival stuff, this is quite a good item. Like I said, carry in your day pack or in your pack, and if you need it, you can pull it out to keep you warm. Or if you're hunting, if you're a stationary position, you can put it on. You can wear it you can wear it around you also, a lot better than what I presented to you. Anyway, just a quick announcement. I've got some, I'm gonna start working with a company out of Poland very soon, called Bushman.pl, Bushman Poland. And they're sending me a bunch of gear for samples actually, and I'm going to start going through all that when I get it. Should be this week or maybe next week coming up, and then I'm going to start doing videos on their gear. And they got some of these right here also from their company, which is a lot less expensive, I would say by half at least, than the Fjelldurken. But we're going to see the quality of it, and I'll be able to tell you more about it next couple weeks, and I'll be representing them for Switzerland, and hopefully the gear is good and we get some clients, retailers who would like to work with us and to retail those products. On a sad note, here at the end, I lost my cousin Jason Mafus, and he's from we grew up together. He and his two brothers and my brother and my sister. We grew up. His mom was married to my mother's husband. My mother's brother, excuse me, and we grew up together in Tioga and Pineville, Louisiana Rapides Parish, and but sadly he was in an accident last weekend and didn't recover from it. He passed away several days later, and he will be missed. He was a good guy, super good. His mother passed away last year, which was really sad, and his dad some years before that. But anyway, dedicate this video to him, and yeah, think about that. Think about the family. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it if you would share this with your friends and enemies, like I said. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. We could really use your help growing this channel. And yeah, we got some limbs falling out here. A little bit windy, like I said. And yeah, I'd really appreciate it. And like I said, leave a comment down below. Do you use something like this? And would you recommend it? I'd like to know what you think. And yeah, I know the price is a bit pricey. A lot of European stuff is pretty pricey because it's made in Europe. And with the current situation, things might be get a little pricier. But in America, in the United States, where a lot of you guys who watch this live at, a lot of stuff is not made in America. It's made in China. So support your country, support where you live. I support Europe. I support America. Products, this kind of stuff as much as possible. But because of, heavy tariffs that have already been imposed, it's very expensive to import things from the United States. It costs a lot of money. Those of you guys don't realize that, but a lot of you should realize that if you want to import something from America, you're going to pay a lot more than you realize, because of they're going to get you on the import fees, this kind of stuff. And anyway, it affects us all. Anyway, listen, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and check it out online and I'll put the link down below. You guys can check them out. They have a lot more products now. I've even seen some jackets made in their gear, their stuff. I think someone had actually taken one of these things and made a backpack out of it. I thought that was pretty cool, but you can at least make a backpack cover. I mean, it's a really good camouflage, and it works very well, especially up in the Alps. Those of you guys who hunt up in the Alps, or up in the high elevations, up in the mountains, the Rockies, this kind of stuff, this would be a great camouflage for that. You have to be more worried about someone shooting you thinking you're a rock. Anyway, Don't dress as a bear if you're going hunting. You guys take care of yourselves. Hope you all have a pleasant weekend. Like I said, enjoy the time with your family here during Easter holidays are coming up. And I'll see you in the next video. God bless. Goodbye. I got to add one more thing to this video, so hang in there. I have a friend of mine who is really into what they call real style airsoft. And they basically try to mimic the actual people that they're, I guess it's sort of like when you have World War II enthusiasts who get all the gear, they dress in all the gear to present a realistic, I'm trying to think of the word here, well, realistic gear that they wear for events, this kind of stuff. Well, he does it for modern day stuff, and he does it primarily with special forces, U.S. Special Forces, and he asked me if I could design, or not design, but to build something off of a picture, which I did. Now I sew and I build stuff, and this is what it is. It's a grenade, M67 grenade dangler, okay, that is made originally at the Delta Force compound, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and they have an R&D, or they have riggers that build this kind of stuff like that. And it dangles like a molly type size here off the back of your belt or off your gear, and you pull open, and inside of it, well, I happen to have a baseball because it's a baseball grenade. M67 is about the size of a baseball, and so now I built this for him. Normally these right here have a push stop button right here. I don't have any of those, so I'm just going with the Velcro because they do have Velcro on these right here also. I guess the push stop button is just a little bit extra. Now I put some weighted steel in this thing right here, and nothing comes out. It doesn't come out, so they just have a little bit extra security, I would imagine, that they put on these things right here, which is smart. Anyway, if you're interested in something like this right here, let me know. Contact me. These right here are going for like 40 bucks each. 40 Swiss francs, okay? It's about $45, like that. I'm making these right here. And you can get them made in China, a little bit cheaper, but they are Chinese made. And if you want to support those of us in the West, this would be a good way of doing it. And it's a very simple pouch, but it's a very, very interesting pouch. Now, it would also work for a lot of other items that you could stick in here, you know, but it's all reversible, you know, which is interesting. Now, if you want to put it on your chest right here, you can actually put a compass in it or whatever, and it would work for that also. But like I said, these baseballs fit it really well. If you play baseball, probably wouldn't be, you know, I don't know if you carry one on your hip. That'd be interesting, you know. But anyway, if you're interested in something like this right here, or any kind of projects like that, let me know. Get with me, send me an email. We can work something out. I think last night you sent me a picture of the Sheriff of Baghdad with a shotgun holster for a cut down shotgun for breaching. And what's interesting, standing next to him was a guy named Tom Greer, Major Tom Greer, who I served with back in my day. And he's passed away sadly now due to cancer. But he was a Delta officer, troop commander, and really just everyone who knew him, you know, thought the world of him. But anyway, the Sheriff of Baghdad was on his troop, and he was there with him. And this was a picture taken during the in the same location where Saddam's sons, Uday and the other one, were inside this house, and they took them out. So it is what it is. Anyway, let me know if you're interested. Talk to you later. Take care. Goodbye.